Welcome to Bass Habits episode number 88. Today we're talking about Doug Pinnick of kingsx.
I've been hearing it since the beginning of the series. You're gonna do kingsx, kingsx, kingsx! Well, here we go. One of the most unique sounding bands in rock, kingsx are known as one of the forebears of grunge. Combining drop-tuned riffs with Beatles harmonies, they made a name for themselves over a 4-year career filled with countless shows and an extensive discography. Lead singer and bass player Doug Pinnick is a big name for fans of the 12-string bass. He's one of the most important players of the instrument, probably only behind Tom Pedersen. Since kingsx released their second album, Gretchen Goes to Nebraska, Pinnick's deep roaring tone has pushed boundaries and introduced the 12-string bass to a new generation of musicians and fans. Number one thing to notice when listening to kingsx is how boomy the low end are. Though normally associated with a Schecter 12-string bass, Pinnick has used a variety of basses over the years, including regular 4-string Schecter, Yamahas, and the good old Fender Precision, which he used on songs like Black the Sky and Pillow. Besides lower tunings, to achieve his trademark tone, Pinnick famously uses a bi-amp approach. He splits the bass signal in two. One goes to an amplifier that takes care exclusively of the low ends. The other goes to a different amp, which deals with the high end. The signal separation allows him to put a lot of distortion on the high end, while keeping the lows clean or just crunchy, preventing them to lose definition. Pinnick famously experimented for years with different amps to achieve the right tone, mostly using Ampeg for the bottom end and different amps including Trainer and Fender Showman for the high end, each going to a separate 8x10 cabinet, normally Ampeg. In recent years though, Tech 21 decided to take the matter in its own hands, building the Doug Pinnick signature Ultra Bass 1000, a 2-channel all-analog bass amplifier. The amp has 2 separate channels, allowing Pinnick to achieve his trademark tone using only one amp.
It has 2 different channels, at the high end and a low channel. You get that like it's a bright, distorted tone. And this is what we have the low. Right. This is your low channel. And then I'm going to play the high channel. Sounds pretty nasty. When you put the 2 together.
This unique tone separation works extremely well on a 12-string bass, where each string is made of 3 different strings of different octaves, enhancing the natural chorus effect created by a 12-string bass. Regarding songwriting, in kingsx the bass plays more of a supportive role, likely because Pinnick is tied to the microphone most of the time.
I don't have the luxury of thinking I'm always singing, so I get it where it needs to be. And I'm not listening. I'm just trying to get through the night, you know.
Yeah.
As a result, most bass lines are fairly simple. Once again, it's all about the tone. Pinnick's simple lines tend to serve the songs functionally. In Dogman, the bass reinforces the guitar riff during the verse, while switching to driving 8th notes in the chorus, creating dynamics. In the intro of Out of the Silent Planet, we can fully appreciate Doug's unique tone through its beautiful Lydian melodic line. The saying goes, on Little Bit of Soul, and Fall on Me, where we can really hear the peculiarity of kingsx rhythm section. On Summerland, the bass supports the guitar arpeggio with punctuated notes in the verse.
I never thought there was anything else but you.
While in the chorus, he uses longer notes, creating the driving dynamic that characterizes the song.
Always in love with you.
On the third verse, he keeps pedaling, creating a totally new part out of it.
I never thought there was anything else but you.
Another notable pedal riff is the main section of Over My Head, where the bass main riff carries the song through. In other occasions, like on the chorus of Alone, it's the guitar that pedals through while the bass pushes the chords. Doug Pinnick's bass tone isn't just a sound, it's a statement. Gritty, deep and soulful, it fills the space between groove and melody, shaping kingsx's signature sound. His playing may be simple, but it's powerful, proving that tone, feel and attitude matter just as much as technique and chops. That's it for today. I hope you liked this video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you soon.